Well, bring out the gimp.
I think the gimp's sleeping.
Well, I guess you just have to go wake him up now, won't you? Yeah. Get down.
Hey there, imaginary friends. Let's stay here for a while. Been a while. Not really feeling it. And you know, some stuff happened just before, and I was thinking maybe I shouldn't, but let's do some scuff stream, because I planned on talking about one thing, then something else happened. I mean, bunch of stuff, and now instead of, I decided to just throw most of it away, maybe save it for a different time, and go into the most current event. A lot of this is impression based. Sometimes I see some glimpses and I think, you know, I should talk about this, and then ask myself, am I autistic? But then I think, anyway, you know, this needs to be said. This is not in the open. A lot of it will be forgotten. For me, it's a shame. I'm a petty person. But let's not aggravate potential. I doubt that if you name anything Fortnite, it's gonna be lost in the billion videos that come out in a second, so that's not an issue. Now, if that persists, who knows? Even WoW, in its current state, still has a lot of audience. I'm guessing the same goes for Fortnite. The thing is, I think this new Fortnite season is pure shit. I was trying to quit for a long time. I think this is gonna be easy now. This is pure shit. I guess anyone with any brain got fired. You know, because you really have to be brain dead to do something like this. And when I said, you know, people in some positions being completely clueless, I decided to do this when I got up. I had to make a small break. And in that break, I listened to some interview that I didn't want to for a long time. I'm winging this, you know. I might check some text document later, but fuck this. This is all flying start. So I don't know if Fortnite kicks people out. We'll go into game a bit later. How brain dead can you be to get a weapon and use that weapon to shoot yourself in the foot? I don't know if this is some... I mean, maybe it was the last time I was in Fortnite. That intro, you know, that classic slurm and stuff, which is reference to a real event with one of the, if not the biggest, soda company, fizzy drink, I don't know how to say it, and I had no clue that Fanta was made to counter it. Let's not go into fizzy drinks now. And now it's part of it. Wonder how that happened. Not gonna go into art school memes. Yeah, I could just... Maybe we should go into game. This is too... I'm gonna be silent for a while now. Hopefully this will be not too loud and not too triggering. I mean, I'll change it later on. So I guess that's it. I don't know what to say. I mean, I only looked it up a little bit, and in one stream they called it Call of Apex. I mean, okay, let's first be upset, and then we, you know, can go through, I don't know how many stages of grief there is now. Is there now? They keep up the number. But at least, you know, go first upset and then a bit irrational. So you had one game and you made something completely different. You went realistic. I don't know, you know, the proportions, but I don't like it. I'll speak for myself. I found that others dislike it too. So this is complete shit for me and some of other people. What the fuck were you thinking? I don't know. For me, okay, let's try and make some sense of all of this. So of course this is pure shit. That's the main thing. You were known for one thing and you decided to scrap it. Now, let's go. I don't really have a game plan here, and this is some dead stream. I don't know what the fuck are they thinking. Possible reasons for it. They wanna switch it up. They wanna get some new game audiences. That's not gonna work. They're gonna lose. I'm not fucking playing it. I don't know what the rules are for the Fortnite. I don't know if it's like WoW, but so I'm gonna make it a bit more, careful. I would never, with battle passes, they are real good with, putting rewards in the right place, to get you to keep going. Maybe a couple of times they fucked it up, but mostly they know what they are doing. And always there are some rewards that you might be into. I myself have a rule. I'm not gonna be on a hamster wheel. I play. If I'm at a point that I can quit and be okay with not playing anymore and buying the battle pass, then I do it. This time somebody else did it for me. Well, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna play at all. I checked a little bit and people share the same sentiment. This makes me not play at all. They ain't gonna get any new people and they ain't gonna lose old people. Now, whether they're gonna go with that bait and switch, oh, we listen to your feedback, we got the attention, we're gonna change it back. I don't know if that's the plan, or because of those other modes, which I have no clue what they are, and I'm not interested in it. They, wanted to make this a bit more different. Okay, do I go into general now, or I stick with the... And of course somebody has to make noise now, outside. So let's change up. This is pretty much everyone leaving the game. Yeah. So I don't know what their game plan is and I don't care. I know I'm not gonna play. Which leaves me... Fortnite was enabling me to deal with WoW's bullshit. Now that I think about it, what the fuck am I even doing there? So maybe it's a good thing. I should have moved on. Now where to? I don't know. We'll see. I doubt that it will be Overwatch, the only other game I have installed. Apart, I don't know about Hearthstone if I have it still on. So, or just drop gaming in general. This and other stuff, I'll have to make some changes. Was that about Fortnite? Yeah, but doesn't matter, I'll just wing it. So about, that, I don't know, there are some people that have some weird obsession with realism in games. I have no clue where that comes from. So let's talk about that now and talk about some other stuff, and then I don't know, this is gonna be scuffed anyway. Why? If the fantasy isn't there, then what the fuck? Go to Twitch. Go to Twitch, and Fortnite is up there. Was up there. What will you see? All of the top games, what do they have in common? Fantasy style, cartoony style. And recently I've checked some, by chance, some, other videos and streams. Even the games that were supposed to be realistic, even they went cartoony. So realistic games, they go cartoony. And you, from cartoony, from a specific style that made you go realistic. You start copying the games that were worse. Those games are not better. They are still worse in that regard. The mistakes you made that put you in this situation are not gonna be solved by changing art style. That's what's gonna bury you. Yeah, the only reason I can see for a realistic art style is for you to, I'm speaking in general now, to differentiate yourself from others. Make it a bit different. It's been done in many industries. You want to separate yourself a bit, so you become an alternative. But that's it. And I know what some of you might say now, there are some, games out there, and that's true, but I will give you two counter arguments. First of all, there are in some other kind of fantasy, some darker ones, some moodier ones, some, but that's for a lot smaller player bases or one and done games. You go in there, you play, you're out. That's not for the games that are supposed to last. Consider it this way. Those horror show houses and movies or whatever. Most people will not go near them. Some that will, they will go into those amusement parks. They will take a ride, they'll be out. Some of them will enjoy it, some of them will do it just to do it. Not that many people would stay there and live there. Extremely small number. So I personally, I don't know, I just don't connect with it. For example, usually I would deal with bullshit from Fortnite, but because it was set in a world that I kinda liked, now there's no connection there whatsoever. That's what I was saying when I was talking about, selling the fantasy. This fantasy ain't getting sold. Now, yeah, about the interview. Interview was a bit about corporate world and how they think, and that's the thing. They don't. They, might makes right, and power deceives. So they can push some stuff, but it can be brute forced, but it doesn't last. Now, there's a bunch of stuff I could talk about, but I'll check the stream later and talk about some two other stuff that I wanna get out of the way. And that's about, once again, certain someone especially. I've noticed from the day one, and sometimes I'm amazed how far and how good I was with the void whispers. I'm bound to go overboard at some point. Maybe I have. So whenever someone certain someone has a hissy fit. He likes to spread the negativity, and I'm one of the targets. So I don't know if his therapist depression quit. I know that I was there, that some of his friends are tired of dealing with his delusional bullshit. And the first time it happened, I mean, he'll still find people that will have to do it. I don't. First time it happened, I didn't know how this works. So, you know, I addressed it in here as well. I'm not gonna talk about it again. So when I asked him about it, he was playing dumb, of course, you know, I don't know, you know, stuff like that. But it was clear, I just didn't know how. So second time it happened again, I tried, I mean, I got some hints, and I came up with a solution. I tried looking it up, but looking up stuff can be real fucking boring and counterproductive. There's usually a bunch of morons with their opinion, so I really avoided doing it again now. And funny how it stopped just as he was about to release new videos. So I had an idea and I checked, and that's exactly how it was. Like I said, I also got ideas from hints. And I was thinking, you know, next time this happens, I'm done. But then, what the fuck am I thinking? I was done the first time it happened. You know, fuck this. I'm not dealing with other people's bullshit. I got enough of my own bullshit. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm out. And funny how I have to learn all of this bullshit. And funny how he really went out there now with the new videos, trying to prove a point, as if that's gonna work. Speaking of which, let's address also the scaredy squirrel and slash neurotic chipmunk. I've seen a couple of videos. I mean, some covert stuff, okay, I don't care. But the thing is, what I think that's going on is he's being triggered by my Twitter. That just like, I mean, I use Twitter to post random bullshit, something that I am inspired by, or some random recommendations from YouTube. I mean, good luck trying to find some sense in that. If I was a mean person, I would just let him continue with it. But, you know, I wanna clear my conscience and, you know, say it out loud. I mean, if you wanna obsess about it, fine, but that's what's going on. I don't care, and what you do, that's up to you. You do you. So that's the bullshit out of the way. I mean, some things in some ways are going for the better, it seems. I'm glad about that. I guess most of it. Let's see what happens now, and then we'll see what happens with the stream. Okay, was that it? We got some more time. I didn't expect that to happen. There's some buildings across the street. Always when it gets dark, I feel like I'm on some stage. It didn't bother me before, doesn't bother me that much either now, but still I don't prefer it. Let's check the text document. So okay, this is not for now. Okay, this is, yeah, let's, this is gonna be random now, completely random. Get all of the stuff I can out. There seems to be some YouTube issues, but fuck it, as long as it's not dead completely. Open widget, what do you want? You will experience buffering. I guess you already know that. Doesn't look good. Hopefully you can hear this, and we'll finish it soon enough. So I was thinking about, punishment fitting the crime and stuff like that. I think smurfing should be punished by octagon. That MMA, or how it's called. Not that fake stuff, but the real thing. So you catch someone smurfing, you put him with a real deal, some MMA fighter, see how it feels. That's one idea. Yeah. Let's pick one subject and okay, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna now talk about one thing, check some stuff, go into game, maybe talk a bit more or not, and finish it. So that's the plan. I mean, Fortnite was clunky before, but now, and those weapons and that movement, that's why I used to bring out the game. They had a finished game, and they sacrificed it to make a worse game. You had all that, relative polish, and now you throw it away to make something new worse. This is some Kickstarter game now. This is some bad copy. This is some bad copy paste. This is what the new game developers should do, not you. When you think about some, people in charge, and in the politics and all, you really think they have any fucking clue, any fucking brain power? They have the position, and that is it. Of course I'm over dramatizing here a bit, but you get the picture. For example, let's talk about that. Let's talk about politics. Of course they only care about power and money. Everything else, it's pawns. And they are pushing, pink pawn, let's say it like that. They're pushing pink pawn up front to see how far they can go. And if something happens, it happens to the pink pawn. That's it. They're cool, They can, step back, they can pivot, they can push some other pawns in front. They don't care. Now, how long is that gonna last? Who knows? But and yeah, you know, they are pushing it and see how far they can go and with what. And also, of course, it's always about breaking the core and, you know, divide and conquer. So that's simple. I don't really watch that much of that kind of content, but you know, it's in my head, so I might as well get it out. If, as one comedian here used to say, if it doesn't hurt you, then it's beneficial. Okay, let's check that. Yeah, I guess I can talk about, yeah, and I guess you get part of the machine and then your perception changes. You need different kind of skill, you know, some kind of peer pressure and stuff, so you don't see things as clearly. So I think it's also good to look on the things from the outside and offer alternative perspective. Okay, let's say it like that. And okay, let's just okay, let's leave this. This has been going on for a while. So I saw the reminder. I'll talk about this and get as much as I can out, and we'll end it there. I saw some graphic improvements. I don't know who's making what. I think it's the, I don't know, AMD or something that makes your old games look better. Now that's a proper improvement, although I have AMD and I'm not too content with it. I guess there are other issues. I talked about it, you know, not my job, you know, let the other side fix it and stuff. And I guess I was in the wrong for using Windows, I don't know, what was that, 7? I don't know. So they didn't wanna go back and fix that. Yeah, there is that. I had no clue where it's from. I saw it a couple of times. I guess. Do we talk it out like that? Yeah, okay, this might last. This might fucking last. So I found out that it's from Twilight Saga. No wonder I didn't know where it's from. That Volturi balcony or whatever it is scene. And sometimes I think that's what got most of the games in trouble. You know, they go into their office like those guys looking from above the balcony. They look through their huge building windows, you know, in the distance they are out. Their office has everything set up, the best gear out there, and someone on the internet asks, are we gonna have the best graphics possible? And that guy smiles and winks. Of course, man. That's why we are here. Let them eat cake / shit. So they make a game with the best graphics out there. They wanna flex. Weird flex. They wanna, you know, have the best game possible. But then when they see the numbers, they see the numbers aren't there. What the fuck did just happened there. Numbers happened. You want to cast that net wide. And me saying this is one thing, but this has been said a lot of times before. What got people into WoW? What got people into WoW was lower system settings, requirements, cartoony art style, casual gameplay for that time period. And now you also have the free-to-play model. If you want, are those the solutions? Of course not. Question everything, you can still fuck up. Yeah, I also saw that a lot of stuff like this has been mentioned. I'm glad when I think I planted some good seeds there, but people talk about stuff anyway, and I think why WoW is doing some stuff, it's mostly because of Final Fantasy. Fuck it. Hopefully this is not too loud. So yeah. So if you wanna go, with the numbers, lower system requirements, cartoony style, casual gameplay, free to play. Yeah, I saw that League of Legends history video, and they were a worse product, but only because they were free to play. You don't know about the other game. That's what got them on top. And yeah, talking about that, there's nothing to talk about when it comes to write MMO anymore. I mean, specifically, you can, see some hints and innuendos with the other kind of stuff, but gameplay and that sort of stuff, that's somewhere else now. But I was very rigid, I'll admit it. I was very rigid when it comes to MMO, because clearly what I had in my mind is not what's gonna happen, and I didn't have a clue how and what. But now with the Ghost MMO we can see what the difference is. So different kind of setup, and spell wise and universe wise. So that also gives us some idea how a different MMO can look like. And what else? Yeah, about this graphic cards and bullshit. They offered you ray tracing. They fucking offered you ray fucking tracing. Who gives a flying fuck about ray tracing? That's just bullshit excuse for you to buy a new graphic card and for them to overcharge you for it. They need to sell. PC gaming, I don't know if it's going up or down or whatever, but they want you to pay for all of their mistakes and lack of vision. It's pretty simple. And a while back I've seen a video by a fellow Serbian content creator that I have never encountered before. I like some stuff. If you think I'm going too much into politics, you should hear some of my compatriots. He explained it a lot better. I don't remember anymore. But that's it, industries and corporations fucking with you, trying to sell you nothing for a lot. His solution was cloud gaming, but temporary solution, but I don't think that's gonna work, because for one simple reason: people that are gonna pay, they're gonna pay all the way. People that are not, they are not. Who's gonna pay? They're gonna pay for everything, and they're not gonna bother with the cloud. And people that are not, they are not. So of course, is it the absolute truth? Of course not. It's an aspect that we're gonna end this on.